Hello, my audience. I'm reviewing Steve Rogers, Chris Evans, Captain America trilogy from 2012. or 11 came out, and to 2016. All three of them. I give a 7 out of 10 for above average score, because they're fun, dumb action movies with these Marvel characters. And I like Chris Evans' portrayal on Captain America, played by Chris Evans. And I appreciate that this movie gives me no deep, complex, or meaningful thoughts about this movie. It's just colorful explosions, like you expect from a Michael Bay movie, but done with CGI 100%, pretty much. As if Michael Bay couldn't, use real explosions, when everyone knows that he uses his real explosions for his movies, when he does the Transformers flicks, and then CGI's over it. Yes. I found that out in the behind the scenes of Michael Bay's Transformers films. He known for using real explosions in movies and practical effects for CGI. Marvel just does the cheap way. They use, well, not the cheap way, the most convenient way for them, I guess, that looks cheaper in the Michael Bay's movies. But these movies made money. That's what matters, I guess. Doesn't matter if they're lacking quality. This is as long as they make fucking a shit ton of money back. I give it a 7 out of 10. It's as great as the Guardians trilogy, which James Gunn did. And it's as funny once you get over and out of the first Avengers movie. It ups his comedy to the 11 and gets nuts with his wacky humor. With the sequel, The Winter Soldier, as we get a more playful comedic Black Widow and Steve Rogers. Comedic up like a bunch of buddies fighting up a storm in an elevator. That's it's basically as fun to watch that shit. Like Dumb and Dumber. They are a couple of clowns. Black Widow and Steve Rogers in this movie are a riot. They're the cutest of dynamic duo. Funny couple. They are. In this movie, piece of shit. The Winter Soldier. But the kinetic relationship gets tossed out for the disbandment of the Avengers once you get to Civil War. So don't worry, the relationship the comedic relationship they had in there is completely absent in Civil War, and comedic relief is completely absent in Civil War to a certain degree. Civil War is the least comedic release we see of. This is the most intense and least funny it's been since the first Avenger. Instead of making a spoof of himself, it's trying to make itself serious. Well, the first sequel to the first Avenger, made Captain America cool again and competent in action again, like the first Avenger showed him, and 2012 Avenger demasculated him a bit by showing him incompetent and capable of the fights, and being outmatched constantly, repetitively, and winded. That's the side we see of Steve Rogers in action in the 2012 shitty Avengers movie. That's only above average by best. Like this movie. Trilogy saga. And that's why I give this Captain America, Chris Evans, Steve Rogers trilogy with Steve Rogers, Captain America, the Steve Rogers trilogy, Steve Rogers Captain America trilogy. I give a 7 out of 10 for above average. It's perfectly fine. Guilty pleasure. I don't really have a whole lot of good things to say about the movie, but I enjoyed nonetheless. Like I enjoyed the 2005 Fantastic Four movie by Fox and Rise of the Silver Surfer sequel by Fox. I enjoyed it like those movies. That also had Chris Evans in it, coincidentally. He played the Human Torch in that franchise. By Fox Studio, Fantastic Four. So, that's why I give it a 7 out of 10. The trilogy to Captain America. Steve Rogers' Captain America trilogy gets a 6 out of 10 in my book. I mean, 7 out of 10. Above average score. 7 out of 10 is what I meant to say. The first few times. When I said 6. So, 7 out of 10 it is. All 3 movies to me. I give this movie a perfectly watchable movie. That's fun to enjoy again. And hit the subscribe button to subscribe my content. Hit the thumbs up to like my videos. Comment below if you want to. Or the comment section on. Goodbye, my audience.